What's up, my Moon Tribe? I'm Haley, and welcome back to Moon Tribe Tarot. These are going to be general messages for the star sign of Pisces from June 1st to the 5th of 2020. So take what resonates and leave behind what does not. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, where your messages will 100% correlate to your story because they're specifically for you in mind, you can find all the information how to reach me in the description box down below. Without any further ado, I have already gone and pulled your cards off camera for you, Pisces, so let's get right into it. We got the Fool, the Eight of Cups, and the World. Okay. So, the Fool represents a brand new beginning. He is the first in the tarot, which represents that it is the reason why the tarot exists in the first place. He is the person that goes through the world questing for something, questing for the answer for something. And he goes through all the major arcana. It's the lesson for which he eventually comes to his conclusion. So this is an interesting spread because we've got two major arcanas. We have the Fool, who is the very start of the journey, and the World, which is the very last card and the end of the journey. And it's all happening because the Eight of Cups is here. The Eight of Cups represents walking away from a situation. It usually just it's usually indicative of some sort of abandonment or turning your back on something that had potential at one point, with the Eight full cups standing, and now somebody, or you or somebody else, has turned and walked away from this. And I can read this two different ways because this is goal completion. This is a successful ending and a closing of a chapter. It's either that you started something and immediately were like, nope, I don't want to find this, and that's my answer. Like, I don't want to do this. This is, nope, this is something that was not right for me. Or is going to indicate that this has already happened in the past, and this is something that you had been working on. And I feel like walking away from the situation, walking away from something that you had put yourself into full-heartedly, to now walk away from it is also a form of world completion, goal success. I feel like the act of walking away from something that you think once had potential and now does not is some sort of form of closing out endings, loose endings. I get this really heavily in the sense that I think that this is tying up loose endings, cutting energy from your life that wasn't necessary for you, having found the answer that you were looking for, and it turns out that it was not what you had imagined it to be in the first place, and now are in the process of cutting out the loose ends, and having that goal success would have come from walking away from this thing. But I'm going to ask for clarity a little bit more about what was this Eight of Cups that was walked away from. Oh God, okay, so the Six of Cups represents somebody coming back from the past, and it usually talks about the blast from the past, the ex. And it can also talk about anybody coming back from your life that was, it would be indicative that this person would have been gone from your life for a long period of time, or it doesn't matter how long, but they would have been gone from your life. They would have come back with probably an apology. And I feel like you were trying to follow through with this person to see if you wanted that back in your life, because the Six of Cups represents somebody offering somebody a gift. It could have been an apology. This person, be it an estranged family member, an ex-best friend, an ex-boyfriend, whoever it is that this fills the requirements for, you would have been walking away from somebody that would have come back with an offer of whatever this is, whatever they wanted, romantically or friendship, platonic-wise. They would have offered you something. You would have definitely had been trying to see if it went somewhere with this person, deciding that it did not, and having that be a goal success. Because I feel like in that journey of in the in-between period of them being away from them coming back, I feel like you have done a lot of inner growth, and I feel like they might have done something to spark this need for you that they don't belong there, or that what you were looking for in them once is not enough to meet your values now. And I see you completely turning away from it, and having turned away from that, I see a large goal success here. Can I have one more card? What am I supposed to tell Pisces right now? What is the most important thing I'm supposed to tell? Okay. The Three of Pentacles. This is a warning. This is a warning because I feel like there could have been work put into this person or this idea. I feel like that the work for a lot of you, this has not happened yet, and I feel like this has not happened yet. And it's honestly kind of telling me to re-examine the situation, because the Three of Pentacles is one of the best cards in the deck to indicate to me that you could be working together with somebody. So take that how it resonates. You know, if you don't have to have this person in your life if you don't want them in your life. I'm never going to tell you to take somebody back that's toxic, and I'm never going to tell you to pursue something that you don't want. But my cards are telling me that there is work to be put into this situation, that there could probably, potentially, especially since these are all potential standing cups, would indicate to me that there's still something here that you're not looking at that could be worked on, and to maybe re-examine what it is that you're walking away from before actually walking away fully. If I'm not reading this in that situation, if I'm reading this in a completely different perspective, the most important thing that you need to know, aside from that, because I think it's going to be two different things, it could also potentially be that I feel like, I know it's a third-party situation, like there are three people here, but I feel like it is coming together with your team or your friends or somebody that you're working with in a job, because this is money. I feel like this is almost like a focus on your own self-fulfillment. If it is not, to re-examine where you can work things out with this past person. Because I know I kind of want to read it that you might have something here with this past person that you are not looking at in the 100%, I don't want to say truth, but I don't feel like you're giving it a surefire shot. If this person has fucked you over, obviously don't take that, don't resonate with that, you can leave that behind. But one more card for why is the Three of Pentacles here? Ace of Truth. I mean, Ace of Swords, which is the Ace of Truth. That's weird how I just did that, because that is what that means. It's a new beginning when it comes to your form of truth. So reading this in that way, let me channel this for a second. There's a new truth that came out. Working. Okay. It's possible for a lot of you that working together with this person has given you some sort of epiphany. Oh my god. Hold on, all the cards are flying. The Three of Wands just flipped out from the deck, so it could indicate a waiting and see period. I feel like some of you are still in the period of trying to decide if you want to walk away or not, coming into June. And there's something that is going to come up in the form of a new truth. The Ace of Swords is a triumphant victory card. It also talks about communication and working together with somebody. I'm getting the vibe from this spread, or from these cards together, the Ace of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, that this is a situation where you have your truth, you have some sort of new truth about this person. And I still feel like for a lot of you, you can continue working on this with this person. But I feel like the truth, I don't want to say that it is harmful to you, but I kind of feel like, aha, I know that you were doing this that whole time. And I don't want to say being petty about it, but that's kind of the energy that comes through to me. Take that how it resonates, because for the rest of you, I just feel are walking away from something that is not beneficial to your cause or your purpose. You tried to have this person back in. You saw that what they were doing in a different level. You were trying to put the work in with them, and I feel like the work still can be put into the situation. But if you don't want to take that, then you don't have to fucking take that, Pisces. And that is the message for you here, because the most important thing to know is that you are going to have goal success and goal completion. There will be chapters ending and new beginnings opening for you when this happens for you, Pisces, regardless where this goes. So this is a really good spread for you, because this turns out in your favor. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, my Moon Tribe.